Scientists found the universe's brain, and it's changing everything. The universe, a seemingly infinite expanse of stars, galaxies, and mystery. For centuries, we've gazed at it, wondering how it all connects. But what if we told you that scientists have discovered a fascinating link between the universe itself and something much closer to home? Your brain? Yes, the universe may actually function like a giant brain, and this groundbreaking revelation is reshaping everything we thought we knew about existence. In today's journey, we'll explore how this astonishing discovery was made, what it means for science and philosophy, and how it could challenge our very sense of self and belonging. So let's unravel this cosmic mystery together. It started with advanced simulations and studies. Scientists studying the large-scale structure of the universe were struck by a surprising revelation. The patterns of the cosmic web looked eerily familiar. Intricate networks of galaxies, connected by invisible filaments of matter and energy, resembled another complex system, neurons and synapses in the human brain. Research showed that the distribution of matter in the universe mirrors how neurons are arranged in our brain. Both systems are vast, interconnected, and surprisingly similar, despite their immense difference in scale. This visual resemblance sparked a critical question. Could the universe and the human brain operate in similar ways? Let's break it down. The universe contains billions of galaxies connected to each other through web-like structures of dark matter and gravitational forces. Meanwhile, your brain contains roughly 86 billion neurons, communicating through trillions of synapses. At first, the two seem unrelated. After all, one operates on a cosmic scale, while the other fits neatly in the space between your ears. But look closer, and you'll see stunning parallels. Both the universe and the brain are organized as networks. These networks rely on nodes that serve as hubs, connected through filaments or pathways. In the brain, neurons act as nodes, while synapses build connections. In the universe, galaxies are the nodes, linked by cosmic filaments of matter. Intriguingly, studies found similar patterns in the way these connections form and distribute energy, following mathematical rules that apply to both systems. Even the density of these networks is comparable. Researchers discovered that only about 30% of the brain and the universe consist of active matter, neurons or galaxies. The remaining 70% is made up of a supportive or inactive medium, brain fluids in the case of neurons and dark energy or empty space in the universe. Coincidence? Perhaps not. This ratio reflects a shared tendency toward efficiency and balance in vastly different systems. If the brain and the universe share these similarities, does this mean that such patterns repeat across scales in nature? Scientists think so. From the smallest atomic particles to the largest cosmic structures, patterns of connectivity often recur. Fractals, repeated patterns found in trees, rivers, and even snowflakes, are a great example of this phenomenon. They remind us that nature often uses the same design principles, regardless of size. This realization brings us to an essential truth. The universe, like living organisms, functions as a systemic whole. Its networks, much like those in our brain, aren't isolated, but depend on interaction and connectivity. Through these macro-micro parallels, the universe begins to feel less like a distant, alien space and more like something deeply familiar. Here's where things get really fascinating. If the universe's structure mirrors the brain, could it also exhibit some kind of thinking or processing? These speculations might sound like science fiction, but they're rooted in profound questions about the nature of intelligence. While there's no evidence yet to suggest the universe possesses consciousness, the similarities in how both systems function invite us to rethink what intelligence really means. Does it only exist within living organisms, or could it emerge anywhere a network exists? These questions don't just challenge our understanding of the cosmos, they force us to reconsider the fundamental definition of thinking. This discovery does more than just blur the lines between biology and astrophysics. It also brings science and philosophy into conversation. For centuries, philosophers have grappled with questions of connectedness and the nature of existence. Is the universe a random collection of chaos, or is it part of a greater, unified whole? These patterns suggest the latter. If the universe operates like a neural network, it could mean that everything in it, including us, is part of an interconnected system. This realization feels both humbling and exhilarating. Instead of seeing ourselves as isolated observers of the cosmos, we begin to see ourselves as intrinsic participants in its grand design. This raises a profound question. Could the universe be self-aware in some way? Here, science and philosophy converge. While the idea of a thinking universe remains speculative, the discovery of its brain-like structure invites deeper exploration into the nature of consciousness itself. To better understand these connections, let's take a closer look at how galaxies interact. Across the cosmos, galaxies communicate through gravitational forces. This invisible push and pull shapes the structure of the universe, much like how neurons communicate through electric impulses in the brain. These gravitational interactions aren't random. They create clusters, superclusters, and the vast cosmic web that defines the universe. In the same way that our thoughts arise from electrical signals within the brain, the universe's structure emerges from these gravitational and energetic exchanges. This interplay of forces may not result in consciousness as we know it, but it highlights the incredible complexity of the cosmic network. Stepping back, what does this discovery mean for us as individuals? First, it transforms how we see the universe. Instead of viewing it as a distant and detached expanse, we can now see it as something incredibly dynamic and unified. The same principles that govern our minds may also shape the cosmos, connecting us to the universe on a profound level. Second, it shifts our relationship with the universe. No longer are we mere spectators looking up at the stars. Instead, we are active participants, intricately woven into a cosmic web of connections. This new perspective has the power to inspire awe and deepen our sense of belonging. This brings us to perhaps the most important aspect of this discovery, the emotion it evokes. When we look at the universe as a cosmic brain, it's hard not to feel a sense of wonder. We're no longer small and insignificant. We're part of a vast, interconnected system that mirrors the very brain that allows us to comprehend it. This realization doesn't just unite science and philosophy, it also unites us as humans. If we are all part of the same interconnected network, the same cosmic brain, then our differences fade in comparison to the mystery we share. The universe becomes a metaphor for unity, reminding us that no matter how different we may seem, we are all connected in ways we're only beginning to understand. But the story doesn't end here. This discovery raises many exciting questions for future exploration. Could studying the universe's brain-like structure offer new insights into intelligence or even consciousness? What other systems in nature might share these patterns? And how can we use this knowledge to better understand not just the cosmos but ourselves? These questions drive scientific curiosity in profound ways. As technology advances, we may discover even deeper parallels between the human brain and the universe. Perhaps one day, we'll uncover evidence of a cosmic intelligence or unravel the mysteries of the universe's networks more completely. This discovery also invites us to reconsider what it means to be human. If we are part of an interconnected cosmic system, our role in the universe becomes far more significant. We are not alone. We are participants in a grand, universal experiment of connections and relationships. Understanding this may inspire a new kind of curiosity in both science and philosophy, one that emphasizes interconnectedness over isolation. It also challenges us to adopt a more holistic view of existence, one that celebrates the unity of all things. So what have we learned today? Scientists have found that the universe operates like a giant brain, following the same patterns of connectivity and structure as the human mind. This breakthrough doesn't just change how we view the cosmos, it changes how we see ourselves. The universe is no longer a vast and indifferent void. Instead, it's a dynamic, interconnected web, every bit as intricate as the neural networks in our own heads. This realization reminds us that we're not separate from the cosmos. We are part of it. And in this shared cosmic consciousness, we can find not just answers, but also inspiration. As you move forward, take a moment to reflect on the staggering beauty of this idea. You are connected to something unimaginably vast, and through these connections, the universe itself just might feel a little more like home. Who knows? Perhaps the secrets of the universe's brain are the key to unlocking the mysteries of our own. As we wrap up this mind-blowing exploration of scientists, found the universe's brain, and it's changing everything, one thing is certain: the universe continues to surprise and amaze us. The discovery of structures that resemble the human brain within the cosmos challenges our understanding of reality and opens up new possibilities for science and philosophy. Could this be a cosmic coincidence? Or is there a deeper connection between the universe and life itself? We'd love to hear your thoughts on this groundbreaking discovery. What do you think about the idea of the universe having a brain? Share your theories and reactions in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating content that pushes the boundaries of science and imagination. Let's keep exploring the mysteries of the universe together.